Hello, Narathians. This is Vass.
Hello and welcome to a little bit different kind of video for my usual for today. Uh, I'm recording this. I'm hoping to get it edited and out today as well, but I'm recording this on September 29th of 2024, which is exactly 1 year ago today when we lost a fantastic, wonderful, amazing person, and that is Vasciagio, also known as Vass, member of DVC, the decorating team, and just an absolutely wonderful person, amazing architect and artist. And well, after he passed last year, uh, Shanette decided to offer up a house that she had, and she asked that everybody come and build like a memorial for him. And so I'm going to be touring that house today and just reading all of the wonderful things that people had to say about Bass. And I'm starting my tour in the Frostville neighborhoods from 2023. I know that sounds a little weird for those of you who might not know, but every year the Frostville neighborhoods have been putting in little memorials for any of our uh, home show friends that have, you know, left us in that year. And so I went and I decided that I was going to also add in the things that were added to that memorial. Uh, I will be reading the ones from Antonio Bale and the ones from Maj Duel. There wasn't one on Thurgoden. Nobody left anything on Halls of Fate, and because at the time when it was when Frostfell was happening, I was not in a good place mentally. I was not able to get and add one on Skyfire, so there's also nothing on Skyfire. Skyfire is my home server. So we will be reading the ones from Antonio Bale and Maj Duel. I'm here on Antonio Bale, so let's go ahead and start with that. So it looks like Building Inspector added a book. Now this might be the same book. She also has one on Maj Duel, so we'll see if it's the same. So we'll start here. And she says, Vass, you will be missed by so many. Hope your fur baby greeted you. Aw. Hope your fur baby greeted you and are having lots of snuggles together. I wish I had taken more time to join you all in Discord when you were gaming. Okie. It's very sweet, Okie. So this is by Devil Kiss. Dear Vass, I cannot believe you are gone. You will always remain in my heart. We had so much fun decorating, and I do not know how many times you saved my bacon and picked up extra slack for the swamps. You will never be forgotten. Know that you are loved and your reach was way beyond just the game. Please give Archeria, Fayanara, and Cloudrat a hug from me. I hope you guys are all together playing games. Love, BK. Okay, there's going to be a lot of edits in this. You may have already noticed some. I thought I could do this without crying. It has not worked so far. So somebody by the name of left this poem here. I think it's kind of just a poem for anybody, not necessarily just for Vass. So let's read it. It's called Hail the Traveler. Hail the Traveler, we commit you back from where you came. To the arms of your ancestors, may there be peace where there was anger. May there be healing where there was hurt. Go quickly to the place that your old ones called home. For those who grieve for your passing, let there be. For those who grieve for who you were, let there be healing. For those who grieve for what you could have been, let there be healing. Hail the Traveler. We celebrate your journey. Reprinted with the kind permission of this person, Quetta Garrison Madsen, and here's a URL that you can go check out. Okay, so with the magic of editing, we will be in Maj Duel. Alright, here we are in Maj Duel. And as you can see, there were some books left here. This is the one by Oki. Let's see if it says the same thing. Oh, no, it says something different. So this one she says, Vass was so talented and amazing person. Will be missed by all. Hope you were greeted by your fur baby and is snuggled up with you. So it's similar, but it was a different. I love the roses, silver roses on top. And this one is by Katuna. No, it's okay. I can edit this part out. I'm not streaming. I'm just recording. But, so let me see if I can get this name right. Iskatawana. That may be an alt. I don't recognize that name. So, Iska. Okay, Iska. I've heard Iska before. Alright. So, I can't write this without crying. All I can think of is another one of the good ones gone. You truly were and are one of the good ones. I hope that you are up there in the big game in the sky, playing to your heart's content and making beautiful creations for all of the angels to see. Here you will never be forgotten. I miss you, forever loved and always missed, Iska. Okay. Alright. Now, by the magic of editing, we will be in the tribute house. Alright, and here we are. Currently, Shanette does not have this house published, but she should be publishing it soon. But if you want to visit it before she's able to do so, it's an Ethanir enclave on the Freeport side, owned by her tune Shenanigans. Oh snap, I forgot to look up how to spell that. Oh no! I'll post it on the screen here. How to spell that. Okay. So this is the Ethanir Enclave, and what Shanette did was she invited anybody and everyone to come and add just a little scene, a little piece, whatever they wanted to build for Vass. The entrance here I built, but it's not my piece in the thing. Vass loved gardening. Actually, I think it was more that his husband loved gardening and Vass loved his husband. So so I added this as a little guarding thing. The Guildhall door is here, and then the two portal paths to take you to the various areas are here. So on the table we have the progress report. So that's completed and confirmed kind of thing. Welcome Friends by Shanette says, please choose your plot and decorate as you wish. Since it's been a year, that's why she's going to publish it. So if you did not have a chance to come in and make a little plot, I'm sorry. It will be published soon. Please feel free to memorialize Vass in any space you choose. This home will remain open for decorating until further notice. Once the principal decorators have completed their sections, we can allow others from home show. So yeah, so Luna and Shan, she put that in there. And then I made a little book of Vass's likes, just in case anybody didn't know or didn't have an idea of what to build. So his favorite color was a forest green. He loved otters or Othmere dogs, Victorian-style homes and architecture. He loved drag queens, druids, necromancers, bards, and troubadours. He loved pubs, bars, and clubs. He loved cooking and baking. And he was into furniture crafting in-game and in real life. He loved roller coasters and theme parks, gardens and plants, and paintings and art. So any of those things. So I think we're gonna start. Let's see. Okay, so we'll do that one last since that one was mine. So we'll go behind the cliff by Kiara. So let's head that way. So this was the little section that Kiara built. Just a nice little place to sit and enjoy some bubbles and whatnot all. Just a nice little sitting area on the cliff face. She's left a book and a portal. I think that might be her house portal for the items, possibly. So Memories by Kiara. I only knew of Vass through the game. He would say hi to me we would say hi to one another in chat. Kiara, hey V, Vasciagio, hey Q. It would go something like that. I admired him as a fellow decorator. This space may not be according to the list of his likes, but it says, Kiara was here, a welcoming spot, ready for friends and good times. May we always have them and keep a spot open for friends who are no longer here. Very sweet, Kiara. Thank you so much. Okay, next we have the cliff. We'll go to the cliff top next. So cliff top by Sarex. So Sarex was a member of DVC, Demora, Vasciagio, and Sarex. And Sarex just added this nice tiny little memorial spot here with an Othmere looking like it's kneeling, praying, and on this book here. So Vasciagio by Sarex. Oh, I love this, the little design that he did in here. These displays are well known to serve but one person. It is my hope that through the loss and pain this Bernie Eye not only has keenly felt and is so presently sad. So Sarex always would run around as a Bernie Eye, and Vass always would run around as an Othmere. That this display may serve others' needs too. For the fact we enter upon this world injured in one form or another is also well known, that we may come to know not only our own injuries, but others as well, that we may not inadvertently further injure, but in fact may help in healing. So the path of loss and pain be not so walked, that these times be rather of joy and eager anticipation. That those whom we call our friends may again share with us their glowing personality, their warm hearts, their sparkling humor, and Sarex Wounfer. The hope that the keepsake box with mounted otter figurine sent that played both the EQ1 Cobalt Scar Othmere theme music coupled with the father's love letter may have brought comfort in times of approaching darkness. So Sarex and I think Demora, they got Vass a little box in real life that has like a little otter figurine on it, and it played the EQ1 Cobalt Scar music apparently. So yes, very, very cool. I thought there was another little book here somewhere, maybe not. But very, very sweet little tribute by Sarex, of course. Yeah, I don't see any others. Okay, all right. So then we're going to head to the waterfall, which is made by the Prism Guild, which is Lilith, Ecstasy, and Warehouse. They worked on this together here at the waterfall. You have a little Othmere sitting with his little heart and this beautiful, what is this called? Like a pagoda? I love this. It's very, very pretty. Got some steps kind of going down this way, but the main steps leading down to the actual waterfall. The little Othmere swimming in the water. Very cute. I thought there was a book around here someplace. There might not be. Maybe it was up inside the little thing and I just completely missed it. Just swim around here just to be sure. Oh, there's some stuff over here. Let me see. Hold on. Let's follow. Oh yeah, look, there's stuff up here too, because we took those steps down. And look at this. Beautiful. I love this little area. Look at that. So very Othmere. The roses are a nice touch. Okay, hold on. I'm almost positive there's a book somewhere and I am missing it. I love how they kind of blocked off this area too, so you don't get lost. So I think this is also part of their area. Over here, I love the butterflies, so beautiful. And these bridges that they've added. There's 2 bridges, so what am I missing over here? Am I missing anything over here? Is it just an extra bridge to kind of show that this is for sure part of their part of this? So we have the dancing Othmere, of course. Vass loved that little dance that the Othmere would do. This is just a nice little area with all the butterflies. I love this thing in the background. This is absolutely gorgeous. Very well done. Vass would have loved this. I'm sure he's looking down and seeing how beautiful these tributes are that everyone has made. and absolutely loving it. Yeah, I'm not seeing a book. Let me go back up to the pagoda here. Make sure I have no. Oh, there it is. I found it. I knew there was a book somewhere. Okay. Memories of Vasciagio by Ecstasy. Oh, she has not added to it yet. Okay. So, luckily you can do that after it's published. I understand, it was really hard. It was really difficult to finally get around to writing the book in my section. So I totally get that. All right, so we've done all of these. So we can go back to the entrance, and we're gonna take the other teleport pad. I don't believe we'll go check out the pond, but I don't believe anybody added anything here. So this is down below the prism area. So yeah, nothing added here, and then we'll check the cliff as well. Also, nothing up here. So if Jeanette has not posted this and you want to add something quick, there's still two plots left open. So the island is where Jeanette and I claimed with our crazy designs. So she put a boat out here with this beautiful little garden and butterflies inside, and then this wonderful little structure, Vasciagio's Memorial Garden. Always look up, and you can see the trees and the beautiful sky. And she said always look up because Vass had told her that about when you walk into somebody's house that they've decorated, always look up because a lot of decorators decorate the ceiling as well. And so I love this little garden in the middle with the trees inside. Of course, all the Othmere are so adorable. Look at this. Just these nice little Othmere garden areas. I like this. This is a bed that she sunk down. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, now for the little book. So Always Look Up by Jeanette. In honor of my dear friend and fellow decorator, I have decided to construct a memorial garden with references to some of my favorite memories of him and our adventures together. The Othmeres are obviously a representation of his favorite form to journey through the world in. The windows represented my absolute favorite memories involving Vass on one of our earliest deco raids. It may have involved him allegedly pushing me out of a window. The bed/canopy in the middle garden represents the love we shared of always jumping on the bed in every house we visited. The boat planter represents many, many conversations Vass and I had about someday constructing the Titanic and how we would go about it. Alas, we never got the chance, but I will always cherish our many discussions and plans for someday. The gardens themselves are simply because Vass was a huge fan of beautiful gardens and always admired them in every home we visited. And finally, around back, hold on, before I read that, wait, do I have my lantern on? Oh golly, I can't even tell, it's bright no matter what. Okay, if we head around the back side, we have a kitty litter box, and it's a joke from the Deco Raids early on, and I think we're going to read about that here. Next, so, and finally around the back is a bathroom just for Kira's, because it was a running joke in every home on every deco raid that Vass would make that, if there isn't a bathroom, Shan's gonna poop on the floor again. So someone at some point included a kitty litter pan in their home, which just made Vass laugh and laugh when he saw it. It was a huge honor to count Vass among my friends, and I'm very happy to have known him these past few years. I will miss him and his amazing creations, his wonderful friendship, and his sweet spirit. Because of Vass, I will continue to always look up. I love you and miss you, my friend. I'm sure heaven will be decorated splendidly with you there. So Spec/Shan, and then she did this back in October. All right, so there we go. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure that because mine, okay, so that's with it on. Mine is very bright, unfortunately. This is a very, this house is very, very bright. So, this is mine. So one thing that Vass and I shared was he loved drag queens, and he was constantly having me watch snippets from Drag Race. We were actually in the midst of watching Dungeons and Drag Queens last year before he passed. So I had to make drag queens. That was our thing together. So we have. Oh shoot! I still have my. Hold on. I do not like the alternate models. Turn off. I rarely use them. So I have a very pretty mermaid-esque with a nice little ponytail with her seashells here. And then a little fae with a bow in her hair. I tried different things. Thank you to Shanette for helping me get some of these. I don't have any furniture on Majdual, so this was, she had to help me out with all of this. This one with the crazy bird wig on and the feather dress. And lastly, this one with the beehive hair and tattoos on their face with the bug, like a little nature kind of drag queen. And then if you continue going up the stairway to heaven, we have Vass and two puppies behind him, which are Wellington and Harold, his puppies that went before him over the Rainbow Bridge. And they're saying, Wellington says, "Come on, Dad, let's go." And Harold says, "We've been waiting for you." And then it's hard to tell, but this is actually a Rainbow Bridge. For some reason, you can't really see. There you go, you can kind of see the rainbow. And so the Rainbow Bridge goes off. So, my book. I've never lost a friend before. Feanara, yes, but I wasn't close to Feanara, as close to Feanara as I was to Vass. Vass was a real friend in real life and in the game. So my book was just kind of how we met and what happened and what led up to, So it's long. I'm so sorry. I'm a talker, so I'm gonna go ahead and read this for anybody who would like to listen. So what can I even say about Vass? He was my best friend. He was the extrovert to my introvert. He helped me navigate through many online social situations that I was incapable of doing by myself. The best way to do this is to just tell our story. I first experienced Vass's decorating through the videos Shanette, Kian, Nabuda, Febrith, and Ocarina were making, and I fell in love instantly. I turned into a DVC and Vasciagio fangirl. I don't remember exactly how it happened. I think it was Kian that convinced me, but I started going to the deco raids, and that's where I finally got to meet him in person. I was so nervous, oh my gosh. Fast forward a couple of years, and I decided to start streaming while I decorated. I can't exactly remember in what order everything happened, but eventually Kian got me talking with Vass, and he started watching my stream, and then he started his own stream, which I started watching, and our friendship blew from there. He invited me to his cross-server chat, and we started hanging out in-game often. Then the pandemic hit. I got burned out on streaming and was taking a break from EQ2. Vass was watching streamers play other creative-type games and telling me all about them. He ran across a streamer named TextCubSF who plays a game called 7 Days to Die, and he immediately wanted to play it, but he didn't want to play it alone. I am not a gamer. I consider myself an artist and have no desire whatsoever to play that game. Or had no desire whatsoever to play that game, even though there's an amazing creative element to the game. But Vass insisted I play the game with him. So, yeah, he basically drugged me kicking and screaming. We spent the entire summer of 2020 playing 7 Days to Die. As soon as we would wake up until we finally would go to bed at like 3, 4, 5 in the morning, chatting on Discord the whole time. He was on Discord when my neighbor accidentally burned down my sheds and had to listen to me running around like a crazy person calling 911 and dealing with the firefighters, and he stayed on Discord the whole time to make sure I was okay. He was there when my cat choked on a string and again had to listen to me and my husband try to get the string out of her throat, and again he stayed there the whole time to make sure everything was okay. It was fine. She is fine now, just so everybody knows. In August of 2020, I had to go back to work as a teacher. My school district went back to teaching August 2020. I had to go back to work, and he started streaming 7 Days to Die with Tex Cub SF, and somehow convinced me to start streaming with them as well. We had our own worlds in the game that we were creating together, plus the added worlds that Tex was building. Basically, we were spending almost every day on Discord together. When we first started hanging out together, we discovered that when we first started hanging out together online is what I meant. We only lived about an hour from each other. So after we were both vaccinated and the pandemic had slowed, we decided to meet for the first time at the state fair of Texas. I brought my teenager and he brought his husband, and we had a blast. Stay tuned to the end of this video. I have pictures from that first meeting. After that, we invited them to our house for New Year's, and then they invited us to their house for dinner. And oh my god, that man could cook. Oh, his roast. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways. Vass has always loved Victorian-style houses and decor, so last year in 2023, they started looking for a Victorian house, and they found one and bought it. Over the summer of 2023, I got to go to their new place and help them move in. The place is incredible, and Vass was so happy because it was his dream house. Vass has always called his hubby, even though they were not officially married. However, after they bought the house, Vass's hubby proposed to him. I was to be the groomsmaid of honor, and we started planning the Justice of the Peace wedding they wished to have. We were all so excited. To say it was a shock to get the message from his hubby in September is an understatement. I think I am still processing that he is gone. No one saw this coming, especially as his hubby. We were wrecked. Vass was an amazing decorator, artist, and friend, and I miss him every day. My memorial to him is a stairway to heaven lined with drag queens, leading up to his two favorite dogs that went to heaven before him. You have no idea how many times he would say, "Ooh, Luna, you have to see this." No matter how hard we tried, we could never call each other our real names. Even now, when I talk to his hubby, I still call him Vass, LOL. And then he would have me watch RuPaul's Drag Race, or Dungeons and Drag Queens, or Trixie Mattel shows. And then there was all the music sung by drag queens. He loved their beauty and their creativity that went into their costumes and skits. As for the dogs, he loved dogs. I never got to meet Wellington, but I did get to meet Harold. Harold crossed the Rainbow Bridge the night before they moved into the new house, and I was able to be there for Vass while he buried him in their new backyard. I love him and miss him so much. Maybe someday I will be able to join him in heaven, and we can create things together again. Alright, so some quick thank yous I've added to this book. Thank you to Jeanette for putting this place together and providing me with all the materials to make my section. And I also had to thank Metamara, who was the OG who came up with using mannequins with cloaks on for dresses that I used for the drag queen. So those are mannequins there. So thank you, Metamara. So yeah, that's it. That's the Vasciagio Memorial. As promised, here are some pictures of our trip to the state fair. So you'll see me, my teenage daughter, and Vass and his hubby. So thank you for joining me on this memorial journey, and we will see you in the next video. Goodbye.